Today, we open the door of time together and return to 1971. To listen to 15 one-hit wonders that once captivated America, and remind us that sometimes just one song is enough to touch immortality in the listener's memory. Mortal. Number 1. Bang a Gong, Get It On, T-Rex. When glam rock exploded in London, Mark Bolan appeared like a golden flame in the night. Bang a Gong, Get It On was a call for freedom, blending rock, funk, and a hypnotic kind of seduction. The song hit number 1 in the UK and number 10 in the US, turning T-Rex into an unforgettable cultural icon. But that brilliance came with destiny. Bolan died in a car crash at 29. He left behind a single yet blinding legacy, a melody that makes people want to dance, want to love, want to live fully. Bang a Gong isn't just a song, it's the final breath of a dreamer generation shimmering under the glitter of the 70s. If you also feel like you just touched the soul of 1971 again, hit like and subscribe so we can continue digging into forgotten musical treasures together. Number 2, Precious and Few, Climax. Precious and Few is a song for those who still believe true love never disappears. Climax recorded the track in a small room in California, never imagining it would reach number 3 on Billboard and echo across every radio station through the spring of 1972. Sonny Garachi's voice feels like a whisper, warm and tender, bringing comfort during an era full of war and change. Though Climax shined only once, they left behind a rare moment, when music didn't need to be loud to cut deep into the heart. Precious and Few lives on as the wedding song of millions of American couples. Number 3, Rose Garden, Lynn Anderson. Rose Garden is the miracle that carried country music onto the global stage. Lynn Anderson recorded the song in 1970, and it quickly rose to number 1 on Billboard Country and number 3 on Pop, earning her a prestigious Grammy. I'd just as soon let you go, but there's one thing I want you to know. In an era when women had to fight for their place, Lynn sang with gentle confidence, yet undeniable strength. Rose Garden is more than a song. It's a message. We don't need a perfect rose garden. We just need to learn how to value ourselves. Even though Lynn had only one moment at the absolute peak, the melody remains a timeless symbol of resilience and belief in happiness. Number 4, Mr. Big Stuff, Jean Knight. When Jean Knight sang Mr. Big Stuff, it was like the world snapped awake. The New Orleans soul singer brought a voice full of fire, attitude, and playful defiance. In 1971, the song hit number 1 R&B and number 2 on the Billboard Pop 100. Becoming a feminist anthem that didn't need slogans to be powerful. Jean sang for millions of women who were tired of being dismissed in a male-dominated society, and that voice still echoes today. Though she had only one hit, Mr. Big Stuff carved her name into history as the free, fearless laugh of women who dared to say, enough. Number 5, One Toke Over the Line, Brewer and Shipley. A song written as a joke in the studio unexpectedly became a symbol of hippie culture. One Toke Over the Line rose during the anti-war wave, and the spirit of freedom spreading across America. Brewer and Shipley never intended it to be a hit, but listeners saw in it the pulse of an entire generation, wild, rebellious, and hungry to live on their own terms. Even though many radio stations banned it, the song shot straight into the Billboard Top 10. Looking back, Brewer only said, "We didn't write prophecy, we just recorded our breath, a breath that never truly faded." If you're still listening now, music has clearly touched a corner of your memory. Hit like and subscribe so we can continue this journey together. Many surprises still lie ahead. Number 6, Resurrection Shuffle, Ashton, Gardner, and Dyke. The three British musicians Ashton, Gardner, and Dyke stunned America with Resurrection Shuffle. Its bold mix of jazz, rock, and soul dominated the airwaves in 1971. Blasting horns, pounding drums, and a raspy vocal created a wild, untamed energy. The group had only this one explosion, but it revived the spirit of post-Beatles British music, spontaneous, intense, and free. Resurrection Shuffle feels like a loud, colorful laugh from a time that didn't know fear. Number 7, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, Joan Baez. Joan Baez, the voice of America's conscience, made millions go silent with The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. The song is a memorial to the South during the Civil War, delivered with raw emotion and deeply human sorrow. In 1971, it climbed to number 3 on Billboard, becoming Baez's biggest commercial success. All the people were singing, they went, na, 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 na. But beyond charts and awards, it stands as a recording of compassion, of history retold through music, a song as beautiful and painful as the spirit of America during years of division. All the people were singing, they went, na, 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 na. Number 8, Chirpy Chirpy Cheep Cheep, Mac and Katie Kassoon. Bright, sweet, and a little silly, Chirpy Chirpy Cheep Cheep surprisingly became one of 1971's big sensations. Siblings Mac and Katie Kassoon delivered a tune that children and adults alike could sing along to. During a time of political tension, this simple, cheerful song felt like medicine for the world. It topped the UK charts and spread through Europe. Critics called it silly pop after. But half a century later, it still makes people laugh and sway. Sometimes music doesn't need to be deep, it just needs to make life lighter. Number 9, I Hear You Knocking, Dave Edmunds. Dave Edmunds, a mechanic from Wales, made the world stop and listen. With I Hear You Knocking, he breathed new life into classic rock and roll. The song hit number 1 in the UK and reached the top 5 in the US, a shocking achievement for an almost unknown musician. Edmunds played most of the instruments himself, crafting a raw, vibrant sound that reminded listeners of rock's earliest days. He never had another hit, but I Hear You Knocking became the anthem of the persistent, those who keep knocking even when silence answers back. Number 10, Timothy, The Boys. No song in this list is as controversial as Timothy. The story of 3 miners trapped underground, with only 2 surviving, made listeners shiver. When people realized the hidden hint of cannibalism, many stations banned it immediately. But the ban only pushed it into the Billboard Top 20. The Bowies never had a second hit, but they delivered one of the boldest shockwaves in pop history. Timothy proves that music doesn't always have to be beautiful. It just has to be unforgettable. Number 11, You Never Have to Say You Love Me, Sounds of Sunshine. You Never Have to Say You Love Me plays like comfort for hearts afraid of saying goodbye. Sounds of Sunshine brought a warm, simple melody that feels like being wrapped in the arms of someone you never want to leave. In 1971, the song played frequently on local radio stations and became a soundtrack for quiet, unspoken romances. Though it never climbed high on the Billboard chart, it stayed in the memories of those who once loved in silence. A small but sincere song, like the moment when we can't bring ourselves to say, I love you. Number 12, Freedom Come, Freedom Go, The Fortunes.
Freedom never does do what she doesn't want to. Freedom never has to pay.
Amid a rapidly changing world, The Fortunes sang Freedom Come, Freedom Go as an anthem of faith and optimism. In 1971, when the wounds of war hadn't yet healed, its lively rhythm gave listeners the sense of freedom everyone longed for.
Freedom is a name, and freedom is a nature running all around.
The song climbed charts across Europe, bringing the group back into the spotlight after years of quiet. Though the moment was brief, Freedom Come, Freedom Go is still remembered as a reminder that freedom isn't far. It's in a heart that can smile and keep moving forward. Number 13, Do You Know What I Mean? Lee Michaels. Lee Michaels, the man with the organ and a soul coated in road dust, made listeners fall silent with Do You Know What I Mean? Written after a breakup, the song feels like a conversation with one's own heart. Blending soul and rock, it reached number 6 on Billboard and became Michaels' biggest success. But he left the spotlight soon after, choosing a quiet life by the California coast. That makes Do You Know What I Mean even more haunting, like a question that never got an answer, still echoing through the decades. Number 14, Toast and Marmalade for Tea, Tin Tin.
Lovely than the day when the sun is in your eyes.
Few songs are as gentle as Toast and Marmalade for Tea. Produced by Maurice Gibb of the Bee Gees, it carries a dreamy, hazy sound, like a whisper on a quiet morning. Tin Tin, an Australian band, never expected their small recording to reach the Billboard Top 20.
Marmalade for tea, sailing ships upon the sea.
In an era of electric guitars and thunderous sounds, this song feels like a soft breath. Though the band didn't last long, Toast and Marmalade for Tea remains unforgettable for its simple beauty, where music is just a peaceful morning with a warm cup of tea.
Sailing ships upon the sea.
Number 15, I Love You for All Seasons, The Fuzz.
I don't know how to explain my love season.
The three young women of The Fuzz turned I Love You for All Seasons into a love song that transcends time. Released in 1971, it carried a smooth soul vibe and told a story of long-lasting love that stays strong through all 4 seasons. It quickly climbed into the R&B top 10 and became a wedding favorite across America. Though the group had only one hit, I Love You for All Seasons has been covered for generations, because true love doesn't belong to just one season. A small song yet warm enough to hold the heart for half a century.
They only shone once, but that light has never faded. The songs of the early 70s were not just sounds. They were memories, youth, and stories that never grow old. Do you still remember the song that once made your heart tremble? Share it in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because the music of the past always deserves to be heard one more time.